A very good Friday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you, getting you geared up for the final day of the work week with your latest weather and night forecast, courtesy of On Target. Getting a look out here across the region, folks, we got finally a little bit of a change here in our weather pattern. You can see arriving here out of the south and west, folks, we have a warm front that is going to be driving off to the north and east here as we work throughout the day. And as it does so, that sucker is going to pull off in this direction, really kicking up southwesterly winds on the cusp of 10 to 20 plus miles an hour throughout the day. With partly to mostly sunny skies coinciding with this, folks, we're going to be looking at temperatures well above average for this time of year as we work into this afternoon. Associated cold front there off to our west is going to be driving in here from the same direction. It's not going to arrive until we get late into this evening into the overnight, and that'll actually be bringing, finally, a bit of rainfall into the forecast for us. Let's look across the region, shall we? We'll kick things off overlooking the B.H. James Distiller Sky Camp down in Adairville. All of you all heading out tomorrow to the Bourbon and Brew Fest, stop by and see Sean and the whole gang there. B.H. James will be serving up some of their latest, greatest hits in the cocktail world. Should be a beautiful day for it with cooler temperatures arriving there behind the cold front. Looking over downtown Bowling Green, the D93 Sky Cam, showcasing clear skies overlooking College Street. I'll be jogging down there here in about an hour or so, chatting up the weekend weather with my buddy Tony Rose. You can tune in for that right around 7:30 a.m. this morning. Let's get a look over here and let's talk about what those current conditions are shaping up to be early on this Friday. We got readings hanging out anywhere between the mid and upper 40s. You can look down to our south, folks. We got these random spots. It's already hitting the mid and upper 50s. Allen County in particular, already up to near 58 degrees. Folks, these high temperatures are going to be skyrocketing this afternoon. That warm front is going to lift north right over the region. We're going to be looking at high temperatures this afternoon. No, this isn't a joke. Mid, perhaps even upper 80s before it's all said and done. We're going to really warm up ahead of that passing cold front with that southerly flow really kicking up along and ahead of this cold front that's going to be arriving here from the west as previously mentioned. There's a little bit better indication and illustration of exactly how the surface map is looking right now. Warm front is right here on our doorstep, folks. It's going to be lifting to our north here over the next hour or so. You are going to notice the heat. It is going to warm up exceptionally quickly here as we work throughout the day. Of course, after the warm front passes, we're going to have a bit of cloud cover to deal with here and there. I think sunshine should dominate for the most part throughout the day. But right there to our west, we'll be watching the cold front that's going to slice through here. And that is going to be bringing some hit-miss rain chances into the forecast. Finally, right? It's not going to be a lot, folks. Not everyone's not going to get in on the rain. But take a look here as we work throughout the day. By mid-morning on into this afternoon, the bulk of the activity should be remaining right along and north of the I-65 corridor. However, as we work into this evening, the cold front's going to orient northeast to southwest, slicing right across the Commonwealth. And you can see the spotty showers that are going to develop. It's not entirely ruled out that we could get perhaps a rumble or two of thunder in here along with this as well. But folks, you can see in the wildly scattered nature of the activity that's going to be working through, it's not going to be a lot in the form of rainfall, okay? By the time we roll into sunrise on Saturday, the bulk of that moisture should be right along or even south of the Tennessee state line. This is going to open up the door to improving conditions for us as we steadily work throughout our Saturday. We've got events across the region tomorrow, folks, as mentioned in particular, down at the Hot Rod Stadium, Bourbon and Brew Fest tomorrow, and not to mention, we have got the big Ken 10 Weather Conference up on the hill. Come and join us. We got folks from the National Weather Service, all from all kinds of weather entities that's going to be there and set up, bringing a variety of talks and activities for all of us weather weenies to take part in. It's free to attend. You can register online. Come and check us out. Now, taking along with the rain chances, we're going to be looking at the cloud cover behavior and how it's going to work throughout today and on into the weekend. You will note throughout the bulk of today, we will be underneath sunshine. But again, folks, some spotty cloud cover is going to be working in here out of the west. And then especially as we work through the overnight into the early part of our Saturday, right along and behind the cold front, look at this cloud deck that's trying to hang on at least through mid-morning. So we can have some chill in the air out there. Winds will be turning out of the north as we work throughout our Saturday behind the passing cold front. That is going to bring temperatures down substantially. Mid and upper 80s for highs today. Tomorrow, mid and upper 60s. We're going to get the fall feel right back in here. And again, folks, it could be chilly at times with the cloud cover hanging on throughout the morning, but more sunshine will gradually take over as the day wears on and throughout the weekend. Got a healthy mix of sun and clouds in the forecast for both Saturday and Sunday, along with those temperatures stretching on either side of the 70-degree threshold. Now, folks, let's talk about the long term because guidance continues to not favor what we would refer to as an ideal Halloween, all right? We've been watching this here all week, folks. Here we got the cold front that passes today. High pressure builds in, and it keeps us cool throughout the weekend with winds turning out of the north. Now we're going to shift gears and we're going to work throughout Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. We are talking about exceptional warmth, well above average for this time of year yet again, and deep southerly flow bringing wind gusts on the magnitude of 15 to 30 plus miles an hour, okay? This is really going to be bringing some moisture up out of the Gulf of Mexico, finally rising some dew points out there and getting some moisture back in the air mass here across the Wobbles community. And of course, coming along with that is going to be our next substantial rain and thunderstorm chance. Here we are looking at sunrise on Halloween morning. We got this deepening area of low pressure that's going to be ejecting off to the north and east. Warm front located well to our north is going to allow for all that deep, warm, moist air to stream up here out of the Gulf of Mexico. We got us indicated right here with the purple star we've got written out here. And then that cold front is going to blast through here, increasing our rain and storm potential just in time for trick-or-treating. Wouldn't have it any other way, would we? Kentucky weather. You gotta love it. So here we are working into Halloween afternoon, and then we get into the trick-or-treating hours, folks. And again, keep your fingers crossed. This is going to alter and change. We're still 6 days out, so the timing could definitely alter and change. But right now, it looks like at peak trick-or-treating time, the cold front will be slicing through here, bringing likely rain and perhaps even some storm chances along with it. Then it clears out of here with high pressure trying to build in behind. But folks, as we typically see, it's been quiet for a very, very long time here across our neck of the woods. Another weather maker right on its heels, rolling into the weekend to follow. Another passing cold front bringing more rain and storm chances. Looks like we could be getting into more of an active pattern beginning on Halloween and then taking us well into the next week, all right? Taking a look at today's rain and storm forecast. The Storm Prediction Center continues to paint just a generalized thunderstorm risk, all right? I don't think it's likely. The instability is lacking that we're going to see any sort of widespread storm development. Rain chances are going to be isolated in nature, and thunder and lightning is going to be even more scarce than that. But no need to get concerned if you hear a rumble of thunder this evening and throughout the overnight hours. Total rainfall forecast amounts still not showing much of anything. We've got maybe 1/10 or 2/10 of an inch that's going to get squeezed out of this. This does include the isolated chances and widely scattered chances tonight. And again, this does take into account on Halloween as well. Keep your fingers crossed, folks, that cold front either slows down or speeds up so we can get the rain chances out of here. Get the kiddos out there to fill up those treat bags, all right? Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. We got loads of sunshine in store. Highs well above average today, mid and upper 80s. Mid and upper 60s for both Saturday and Sunday. Winds will be turning out of the north. Don't forget about the pop-up rain chances throughout the overnight. And then we're right back up to the 80-degree mark. Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Humidity will be on the increase as well, followed by scattered shower and storm chances as we get into the Halloween holiday. Folks, it's going to wrap up your Friday morning. Weather or not forecast brought to you by none other than our friends over at On Target.